up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and this is your recap of Love and Hip Hop, the family reunion. It was actually a pretty good episode. It was mostly centered around Safaree and Erica, finally actually talking to each other. I didn't take a lot of notes, just one page of notes. You can't really see it, but so we left off when Safaree shows up, right? He shows up on an ATV on the beach. He shows up. He does not speak to Erica. He does not acknowledge her. He doesn't walk over to her. Nothing. He goes over and he talks to Mimi, and he tells Mimi that he's just been in this fucked up headspace, and they're in this place where they can see who hurts each other the most. And Mimi is now, based on her life experience, Mimi is now the one like, look, I've been through that shit. I know what it's like. When it gets to the point of disrespect, it's a wrap. Right? You're trying to disrespect each other and trying to figure out who can hurt each other the most. It's a wrap with that. And she basically said, you and Erica have to get to a point to where you are respecting each other for the sake of the children. It's not about y'all. It's not about y'all. And then he's like, we have to talk. He looked like he was kind of emotional. And then he was like, she's like, you need to talk to Erica and find out how she feels. And then y'all just need to respect each other. So as Erica, she's doing an interview, right? She's on the beach doing an interview, standing in front of the camera. Safaree walks up to her. He has his sunglasses on and he says, why are you acting like that? He says, why are you acting like that? And she was like, well, acting like what? What are you talking about? Why are you acting like that? She was like, I don't even know who you are right now. He's like, I don't even know who you are either. And she said, you know what? Why don't we just put this to the side? Let's just be worried about the children, because that's the most important thing, right? To be worried about the children. The relationship part, let's just forget about it, okay? Because it's not good for neither one of us. She's saying that now, but she's a Scorpio, so she don't mean that. She don't mean it. She don't mean it, okay? So it's time to eat. Cisco and Amina are having a conversation. He tells her, once again, it's her. You do things to make Peter jealous. She's like, he thinks something happened between us. He says, I think you do things with me and use me to make Peter jealous because you still love Peter. She's like, yeah, I love Peter, but not like that. It's not like that. It's more like we family and we love each other. And then he was like, because of you and what happened between you and I, the relationship between Peter and I are not the same. And then he told you was wrong for what you did. So I guess they made out or something. She kissed him. They made out. He probably played with her pussy. She probably played with his dick. But he was clear and said, we didn't have sex. So you know what that means. When somebody is very clear and precise about that, that means we did everything else but put my penis in her vagina. That's what he's saying, basically. And Amina confirmed that it was like we made out a little bit. And then she was like, I'm not wrong. The fuck am I wrong? I don't blame her. And Rich was over there looking, leaning back. See, that's what I'm talking about. Rich Dollars, you just had in the last episode, you can't talk about Cisco and Amina and how he's behaving with Amina, because you literally had your hand on Erica's thigh with your fingers going towards the inside of her leg, trying to get her to kiss you. But you're worried about Cisco and how he's acting with Amina. But you don't have to respect Safaree, right? Because Safaree and Erica is married. So you know what it is, to the point where you can actually put your hand on a married woman's thigh, get in her face and tell her to kiss you. But you're worried about Amina and Cisco. How is it in a group of men who take pride in mistreating women and being dishonorable in their intimate relationships, how is it that y'all expect honor amongst each other? How? How? And then Cisco really told Amina that she was wrong for making out with him. No, nigga, I'm not wrong. I'm not with Peter. I'm not fucking with Peter. If I wanted to fuck you, it wouldn't be my fault. I wouldn't be wrong. If Amina wanted to have sex with Cisco, she wouldn't be wrong. Y'all just have to figure it out. Okay. Safaree and Erica, they're sitting down, like they're having lunch or sitting like in a little patio area at the hotel. And they're eating sandwiches. I wanted to see what kind of sandwiches they had, because Cisco, he was over there looking at sandwiches and moving the meat and trying to see and stuff. I was like, what kind of sandwiches are over there? But anyways, they had like sub sandwiches and they're eating or whatever. And Erica is sitting on a lawn chair and Safaree's over there and Mimi is over there. And I forgot who else. I know it was Mimi, Safaree, and Erica. So they're having dialogue and it gets a little heated, right? Of course. Safaree starts walking away and says, you filed for divorce. Because she says, you abandoned us. And he was like, I did not abandon you. Don't even use that word. I did not abandon y'all. And she was like, yes, you did. You were not there. You abandoned us. Let Safaree tell it. When Erica said she was in the hospital by herself, she wasn't. Let him tell it. He was there and his mom was there. And he said it. He was like, I was there and my mom was there. And even Jonathan was like, so she made it seem like you weren't there at all. So like I said, it's hard to empathize with Erica because she's just as fucked up and operating from the lowest frequency that she can vibrate from. They're two people, two self-absorbed, narcissistic people who formed a relationship for clout and took it too fucking far. And I'm sorry, but you cannot convince me otherwise. And even, I don't even know, I think it was Booby. Booby was like, this is what happens when you don't have a solid foundation in a relationship. When you don't even really know each other. And that's what happens. That's what happens. When you have babies, trust me, I know, when you have babies with someone you haven't been in a relationship with for over a year. When your relationship starts early and then you have babies and it used to be fun and everything like that. Now it's not fun anymore. Because Safaree wants to live his life as if he's in a music video. He said it. And I don't see babies in shitty diapers in music videos. I don't. So it doesn't go along with the story that he has in his brain. You did leave. The world saw. You made my pregnancy hell. He was like, I was having a singles party. I'm single. You're the one who who filed for divorce. And it's so crazy. You're going to put it on her. She filed for divorce because you're acting like you're not married. So what do? When she files for divorce, you continue the behavior. And then you turn around and tell her, well, you're the one who filed for divorce. Girl. So what is she supposed to do? And you know, I was with Erica when she said, you made my pregnancy hell, right? And this is what I said on Twitter yesterday. The fact that Safaree and Erica have expectations of each other outside of being just parents is beyond me. He shouldn't have any expectations of her. She shouldn't have any expectations of him. And leave it alone. And just raise the children. He said he's always at home. He says she makes it seem like he's not there and he's always there. You know what it is? My eyelashes, the oils from the hair in my eyelashes are hitting the lens. That's what. That's why. So you know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? It's like you made her pregnancy hell. She said you weren't there. He said he was not in Miami pop locking when she was in labor. He was not, he said. Rich says the relationship was destined for failure because Safaree is the type of man that doesn't want any drama. He was raised around a majority of women, and Erica is from the dirty, what did he say? The boogie down Bronx, the dirty, grimy boogie down Bronx. Is that what he said? And when you get those two people together, and he says she acts like a maniac when she's at home. I believe it. I believe she becomes unhinged and loses her shit. I believe it. I've been there. I've been there where I lost my shit because some nigga wants to play games. Oh yeah, I've been there. Trust me. But when you get to a point where you're acting like a maniac, what are you fighting for, bitch? What the fuck are you fighting for? Like I said on last night on Twitter, you're on the ropes. Your mouth guard is on the floor, and bitch, the referee is patting the mat. He's counting. He's counting. And you fighting for what? And you're acting like a maniac. Let me tell you something, ladies. If you have gotten up to a point in your relationships where you are behaving like a maniac, where you have no control over your devices, you are out of control, you're blacking out, you're yelling and screaming till your blood pressure gets up, leave the relationship. It's not worth it. What are you? I be understand, like, what the fuck do y'all bitches be fighting for? You sitting in the corner with a gash over your eye, your tooth is knocked out, you can barely breathe, but you want to go back in the ring. For what? He's whooping your ass. He's beating your ass and dragging you around this ring, and you want to get up and fight some more? Girl, give up. Hang it up. You lost, and it's okay. It's okay. Move the fuck on. Get out. Whatever you need to do. You know, I don't like to tell people to leave their relationships, but I will tell you, if you're acting like a maniac, please leave. Not for him, but for you. Okay? Please leave. That's not a good look. It's not. Trust me, it's not. And then when you can't even remember, she's talking about, well, yeah, you made me mad. Yes, you don't need to be in a relationship to the point where somebody can anger you to be a maniac. Like, literally, you don't want that. And then Brooke Valentine. Erica's like, I don't want this. I want a divorce. I don't want this. Brooke Valentine, oh, Erica, you're just saying that. Women like Brooke Valentine will always, like Heavenly, will always give you advice that does you no service, but serves the man over you. Because Brooke wants company as she complains about the shit that Marcus Black puts her through. So she needs someone to be in a relationship that mirrors hers or looks similar to her toxic ass relationship so she can have someone to bond with while they complain about their man being ain't shit. That's fucking Brooke Valentine. Oh, Erica, you don't mean that. She's like, yes, I do. I do not want to be in this relationship anymore. I'm a human being. He's not reliable. He's not there with me taking care of the kids like he says he is. She's like, please be gentle with me. And he just lost his family, girl. Was there a family ever? I hate to break it to you, bitch, but it was no family. It was no family. Y'all have, girl. Anyways, I don't like the word abandon, Safaree says. Shekinah goes over to talk to Marcus Black because Marcus comes up when Safaree is getting into it, and he takes Safaree off to the side to tell him that Erica has issues with abandonment, and when you abandon her, when she feels abandoned, she's going to flip out. Shekinah comes over there and says, you guys don't understand the shit y'all put women through. You don't get it. You do not get it. Marcus Black tells her that men, listen to this, these are your leaders and heads of household. Marcus Black, Brooke Valentine's husband or boyfriend or whatever the fuck he is, he told Shekinah that men do not psychologically mature until they are, guess what he said. Guess what he said. This nigga said 43. 40 fucking 3. These are your leaders and your heads of households who aren't maturing until they're 43 years old. Bitch, your life is half over. You mean to tell me your ass don't psychologically mature until you're middle-aged? What? Brooke and Booby have a conversation. She says, I didn't want to, encroach on your little whatever you got going on with Sin. He was like, listen, it is what it is. I don't really know her that well. I want to get to know her. We talking or whatever, but I'm not in no relationship, right? It is what it is. So then they have Amina and Peter have a divorce party, and they have a cake that says finally. I thought that was hilarious. So they're having a divorce party. First, all the men show up to the divorce party, and they look funny. Like, it was funny. I'm glad that they had a sense of humor about it. But Safaree is standing amongst the men, and he starts crying. He starts crying and says that he just is in a fucked up place. He feels fucked up. He's crying. And to me, I'm sorry, I did not believe Safaree. I felt like he was in manipulation mode. I'm sorry. And it's unfortunate that you could be crying real tears too. And I'm just looking at you like, bitch, based on your pattern of behavior, I'm going to have to question your tears. I'm sorry. It's just the way that you have acted in the past. I cannot just automatically think that those tears are sincere like Erica did. I was like, girl, you are being manipulated right now. She's like, I'm 85% out the door. But you was just yelling over there when they were having lunch that you're done and he abandoned you. What is the 15% that you're fighting for? Leave the 15% and take your 85% and go. Take your 85% and go. He says he was in the hospital with Erica when she was giving birth. He was not in Miami. Him and his mom were there. Mimi and Jonathan are having a conversation. Jonathan looks fucking good. I was like, yes, bitch. Jonathan had his 70s party outfit. He had his fedora on. Had on like a leopard print shirt or something like that, like a silky shirt with it open like to his, like the middle of his chest. I was like, come on, bitch. I love Jonathan the way he was dressed, but he's really upset and offended by what Zale said, right? About being too gay. And he's like, I've just gone through my life and I'm not going to allow anybody to like make me feel bad about being who I am. And Mimi, she's standing there. She's like, let me tell you something. She has her hair in braids, right? Half of it's down and the top is a crown of Bantu knots, right? Baby, Jonathan said, how would you like it if I told you that your hairstyle was too black? How would you like it? Exactly. Then don't tell me I'm too gay. I said, come on, Jonathan. I'm sorry. Jonathan has a point. You have people who will tell you, oh, you're being too black, or that's too black, or that's too much. You have people like that. I hope he's not walking towards me, honey, because I'll have to, girl, why is he walking over here? Usually the homeless people don't be bothering people, but sometimes they do. Because he was walking directly towards my door. But the people say they be looking for cigarette butts. Because I was like, why are they looking on the ground so much? They said they'd be looking for cigarette butts that they could like, that they can, smoke on. Right? Okay, so hold on. Let me check my messages first. Because I know, let me see. Okay. So Jonathan basically just told Mimi that he didn't appreciate what Zale said about being too gay. And I think that him explaining to Mimi right then and there, how would you like it if I came up to you and told you that your hairstyle was too black? Huh? And you had to tone it down. Can you just tone it down a little bit? It's perfect. It is perfect. How would you like it if I told you that what you embody as a black person is too much? You cannot say that to gay people, that you're too gay. He's offended by that, and he has every right to be offended by that. And I think his comparisons are equal. Being black, being too black, or being too gay. Because you do have people who will tell you to tone your blackness down. And as black people, we're not going to lie and say that that doesn't happen in order to support you saying that you can't make that comparison with being too gay. Don't lie. Okay? Because the truth is, you've probably been told or heard somebody say that hairstyle is too black for this work environment. So it would be the same as somebody telling him, can you tone down your gayness? But in essence, it's really saying, tone down your expressions of femininity. That's what it is really saying. And at the root of that, we already know what it is. At the root of someone telling you to tone down your femininity in a patriarchy. Amina and Peter have their little conversation. He tells her that he will always love her. I tell everybody I love you so much and this and that. And she was like, I love you too, but it's not like that. Not like that at all. We're family. I feel like I'm part of your family. It's a family love now. It's not like that. And I'm in such better place than a much better place. I can't get my words together. A much better place operating like this. Like we're just friends and that's it. Tara was there at the divorce party. She was said, I'm happy I got invited to the divorce because I didn't get invited to the wedding. Bitch, and I'm his wife. Baby, she was so proud. Can you imagine being proud to be Peter Gunn's wife? I still love you. And he says, you know, Peter says we are in the best place we can be considering what I put her through. She said, just feels good to be in this place. Safaree and Erica. Safaree says, it feels weird to see Erica over there talking and I'm not really interacting with her. So he goes over there, he sits down with her and he has a little drink in her hand. And she's like, you never drink. You're drinking, you never drink. He was like, it's just a cranberry. I don't know what he said. What kind of drink? A fruit drink, tonic water. I don't know what the fuck he was drinking. He starts crying, child. I feel fucked up. My energy is fucked up. Well, I just think we need some time apart. We need to be apart. We need to just worry about the kids. We need to take the relationship off the table. And it just needs to be about the children. And that's it. And you know what? I always say this. Like Erica and Safaree, they may have pulled a stunt to be in a relationship and wound up with 2 kids. Those 2 kids would have gotten here any other way. They were destined to be here. So whether they came through Erica or another woman or with another man, those children would have been here regardless. So what you should do is concentrate on making sure that you give them the tools so that they can survive without you and just operate from that place, because the relationship was a stunt to begin with. So there's nothing there to actually kind of fight for or work on. There is no foundation, but you've created 2 children. So you need to focus on working to give, like I said, to give the children the tools so as they grow, they will be able to survive without you. And that's all you have to focus on. And that's it. And that's it. He says, she's like, I think we need some time apart. He hits her with the manipulative, I don't want to lose you. Safaree, you don't want Erica. And she don't want you. And just like Selena Johnson said about Tristan Thompson and Khloe Kardashian, you don't love her. And you don't love yourself. Because if you loved yourself, you wouldn't treat the mother of your children that way. So you don't love her, you don't love yourself, and based on how you treating the daughter, the mother of your child, you don't love your child either. So stop playing these games, okay, Safaree, and do what you've been doing in the relationship. Do what you've been doing. Get a divorce so that now you can do, and you know what's crazy, Safaree? Get a divorce so that you can do what you want to do. What is it that you want to? Oh, I'm afraid of losing you. What? What are you were you afraid when that woman was rotating her ass on your dick dancing? Did you not want to lose her then? Like, shut up. Y'all sound dumb. That's the thing, y'all sound dumb. She says, I feel like he's being sincere. No, he's manipulating you. And you're choosing to believe that he's being sincere because that's what you really want. But you really know deep down that the nigga is manipulating you. And that's what it is. I don't have anyone to talk to. Go to a fucking therapist. Stop looking to women to be your therapist. Stop looking to women to work out your emotional issues. Stop looking to women to work on your unhealed childhood trauma. Stop looking to women to work on yourselves. Please go to therapy. What is wrong with you niggas? And it's so crazy how women are doing the work. And for some reason, these logical, sound, always right creatures, heads of households, leaders, do not need any person to tell them, nigga, you are fucked up. And you should not be in any relationship until you, first, acknowledge your shadow. Two, sit with it for a couple of days, maybe weeks. Huh? Have your night of the soul and then come back out. But you trying to work your shit out on other women, going from woman to woman to woman, and then turning around and calling these women bitter after you done fucked up their whole life? No! You don't get to do that. Y'all have to go get therapy, please. Like literally. The shit is exhausting and women are fucking tired of y'all shit. They are tired of having the tools and then you coming into the relationship using their tools, fucking their tools up, giving their fucked up tools back to them and then leaving. And then going to the next woman who has done the work. She has a toolbox. She's done the work and you once again take her tools. You don't even come to the relationship with your own tools. You want to use her tools. And fuck up her tools. And dull her axe and blades. Use up all her nails and hammers and shit. Fuck the hammers up. Fuck the screwdrivers up. And then give them back to her. And then as you leave, turn around and say, bitch, why are you so fucking bitter? Why are you so fucking bitter? And then leave and go to the next woman. Use her tools and do the same thing over and over and over again until your dicks get floppy and soggy. And that hairline starts right here. Then y'all want to settle down. After y'all have created havoc and disorder and chaos and a trail full of women with broken tools that you've used their tools and fucked them up. And you don't have nobody to talk to. Girl, bye. He says he's sorry to Erica for everything he's put her through. But they've been through shit since then. So everything he said was a lie. Anyways, y'all, take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace. I like his Vans. Those are cute.